Alrighty guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of Crusaders of the Lost Idols with Lone Debater 7. And today we are going to be kind of resetting and covering a bunch of different stuff all at the same time. So in the last episode we covered our first reset. If you haven't seen it, there should be a little informational card up in the top right hand corner of your screen right around now that will show you the entire playlist for this series, and you can watch the previous episode and all the episodes while you're at it from there. In addition, while you're taking the time to look at that, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new, but let's dive into it. So first things first, I've kind of let the game run for a few minutes, and by that I mean like a little bit of time, like a few hours, maybe 2 or 3. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade Natalie. She's still our DPS carrier. I don't think that really is going to change very much. Sasha and Detective Kane are pretty good. We're going to talk about some other stuff because you may be noticing some new things that I have kind of uncovered that are going to be important in scaling our DPS. But main thing, okay, so we got extra 3% DPS, cool, I guess, sure. Close out all these garbage menus. But the first thing I kind of wanted to talk about is missions. So in between last episode and this episode, I unlocked missions. So you still have your basic like daily missions, which are, do abilities, clear levels, click, whatever it is. So those are fairly straightforward and easy to complete. But you also can send your legends out, or your Crusaders out, to go do side missions while you're clearing levels. So it's kind of cool. It's another way to maximize your efficiency because you can only put so many dudes in the formation, right? Well, doing this mission I think was a few hours, 100% chance, and we get of the little flare enchantment points, 1 point each on each of those guys. And while I don't really use these in my primary formations late game, I do use the emo werewolf early game. That's the third guy you unlock. So having enchantment points on this dude is helpful because it means with your early dudes you'll be able to clear levels because they'll scale better. I got some gems, so we'll get 10 gems, cool. And then this one's only a 66% chance. So if you don't maximize all these bonuses, there's a lower probability that you'll complete the mission, is kind of how the mechanic works. And each of the characters have different bonuses, so you just match the picture that's up here with the pictures on each character. You only have so many slots, so the more of these that you get the green checkbox for, the better. And like, so if one character is both this picture and this picture, it'll tick both boxes by putting them in the formation, right? So okay, hopefully that makes sense. We'll show setting up a mission after we reset, but let's see if we get the enchantment points. We did not. So if you fail, you get nothing out of sending them, but that's okay. It's still worth doing usually. So these are the more challenging missions. So the goal is to kind of build up to the point where we can do like this one, which requires high level Crusaders, 100 EP or more on each inside of this mission to have a shot basically. Gear check. Basically, all the Crusaders need to have 3 pieces of gear, and it all needs to be like uncommon, so the green color instead of the like lighter gray color. Then you've got it's a dangerous mission, so if they fail, they may get hurt, and you may not be able to use your Crusader for a while. But there are basic ones that are a little easier, so like these ones are pretty easy. Most of them. So crafting materials, not too bad. So these ones are challenge. You'll know it's a challenge mission if it has this extra one here. So this one needs 200 EP or more on each Crusader. That's crazy. That is a lot. Like the highest I think is this dude at 13 at the moment. I'm sure later on it becomes less significant, but it takes a while to build that up. But there are basic EP missions up here, so sometimes it's good to do a mix. So sometimes you can get like, you basically want to be able to put all your Crusaders that are not in your formation on these missions when you're not going to play. So if you're actively playing, you can do that. Like if you're going to be set in the formation, I'd maybe leave the wizard open because I know I put him in on my formation 3, which is my slightly higher DPS formation. But yeah, I'm not too worried about it either. This one's good enough. Like, kind of my target for this run. We already cleared the objective, which was beat level 100. We've more than doubled that. I think 210 is what we actually need to do. I'm just giving us a minute to talk here first. So, like, we're going to clear 210 because I believe we get a chest. There's the chest icon there, so it's worth doing that before reset. But outside of getting this objective for the 100 rubies, I wanted to make sure when I reset I'd get enough idols to unlock the talents I wanted. Now, I did do a mission that gave me 26 idols, I believe, or 20 idols, something like that, because you may notice I have 76 now instead of the 56 I think we had, so I got 20 additional idols out of a mission. I got that from a mission, which was pretty awesome because this bonus scales right away, so that was kind of cool. But I also was able to get one of the bonus or talents that I wanted off the reset, which was set bonus. Then when the Crusader has all the gear pieces, they get 20% extra DPS. That's a huge bonus per Crusader, and it's like 30 common crafting materials, and you can craft any basic piece of gear for any of your Crusaders. So like that's pretty easy to do for a big amount, and I could scale this up more if I wanted. But I also wanted to get passive criticals because then all the critical percent scale will scale our DPS, which is pretty good because then savage strikes and stuff like that will actually matter to our DPS when we're not using a clicking character, right? So that's pretty cool. We also have, I thought I was maybe going to do that, but I think I honestly should try to get this. Like if I can get massive criticals and passive criticals, that would be really awesome from this ascension. And we should have enough. We're sitting at 58 idols right now. And I believe we have one unspent. So that'll put us at 59. We'll probably hit 60 before resetting though. Because what I'm going to do here, I'm going to save all this gold, and we're going to use the gold from beating this boss to apply on maxing out our Crusader levels before reset. That way, we should be able to squeak out 200 levels, I think. That doesn't feel like it's too much to ask. So we're going to try at least. And snail. Ooh, that was a good click on that. Ooh, sorry, Gooby. You got, son. No worries. This won't be a big deal. Even if he takes out the princess, it won't matter. Boom. Just like that. We got the chest. Cool. Yay. Level 210. Cleared. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I haven't gotten a fancy chest in so long. Like, literally not one the entire run on this ascension. So we get some crafting materials here. Cool. We should have enough crafting materials to do a common item for one of our characters. So we also got new missions because of the level unlock. That's cool. When you beat the bosses, you get additional missions sometimes. So just check that when you do that. It may help you. So Natalie is only missing one piece of gear. So we already have the 20% from 3 gear, right? So this is our biggest DPS dealer. What if we crafted this real quick? Ooh, that should scale us a lot. I feel like that scaled us a lot. I don't know. It should give her plus 20 DPS, 20% DPS though, I believe. Bulwark, double dragon, roar. Is that like something I have to toggle? I don't know. Whatever. That's fine. But anyway, still worth it. This is all DPS of all Crusaders, so it scales everyone else, so whatever. Good enough. But we beat the boss. We'll go... Let's just see if we can get to the next boss. We probably won't be able to, and if not, that's fine. It's not a big deal. I just figure, like, if we can, might as well, because this one has a chest on it as well, so if we could get an additional piece of gear and the gold drop out of it, we'll be able to chunk like some huge levels right before resetting. And I'm wanting to reset now like I timed the completion of my mission. So this one still has 44 minutes, but this is, so it does have Jim, which is one of the early game dudes, but it does, but the wizard is one of the late game dudes, and I think we'll be okay without Jim. I think I can go with the bushwhacker long enough to get the werewolf with the extra gold bonus and stuff that we're going to end up with when we reset again. I'm hoping that's the case anyway. Otherwise, it might be a little difficult without that initial DPS because, yeah, he's gone for 44 minutes, so I don't want to wait that long. Obviously, I plan on resetting this episode, and we're going to pick our next objective. We're probably going to pick the 200, clear level 200 objective next, is my guess. I'm assuming there's one for that, because I think that's going to be the easiest to do, assuming we can pick, that is. Now, there may be restrictions on that. I don't know if we have it unlocked yet. But we're going to do our, like, whatever. Obviously, we can clear level 200. We did it already. So, I'd like to do that mission next. And then I want to, after the next, so not this coming ascension, we're going to clear and then reset as soon as we hit the objective. And then the one following that, I want to push on to see if we can get to level 300. Because I want to unlock the next tiers of talents in the talent tree. But, okay, so we got as far as we can. Level 212, good enough. Let's go ahead and hit spend all gold to maximize Crusader levels. Boom. Ooh. We are pretty close. Let's see if we can hit 60 idols on reset. I know that's being greedy, but we're like within 30 or 40, like 32 away from one additional idol, at least. It actually might end up being 61 instead of 60 if we get one more because of the 0.25 multiplier. 48 is divisible by 4, so we should get the extra one when we hit 48. As I understand it, if my math is right. I might be BS, and we'll see. We'll see. We're gonna save up the gold for that, and I might just use a time turner to speed this up. We'll see. How many levels did we get for that? Forget it. We'll just use it anyway. It's fine. I have an extra one anyhow, so. Okay, there we go. 60 idols. Dope. Yes, I want to reset, get 60 idols, and 100 rubies as my objective reward. Look at us. So fancy. Achievement unlocked. Yes, reset. Blow that world up. Boom. Moving on to the next challenge. Awesome. Pretty easy. I like this game. Like, it's entertaining, I gotta say. So I could do rabbits. Beat area 150 makes more sense, I feel like. Alright, whatever. Let's do this one. Level 150, and we get 150 for this. Cool. Oh, wow. Insta-click him on level 1. What a champ. Get it done, son. Well, granted, he does have 12 enchantment points. What is that giving him? 300% click damage increase? Is that right? That's crazy. Alright. Pretty dope. $250 for the werewolf. Once we get him down, he's got 14 EP points, which should give him a 350% bonus. Yeah, that'll be pretty schwank, I think. It'd also be dope to get on to the next level. Thank you, good sir, for dropping that rosemary for me. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. Boom, boom, boom. Click these dudes. I need to get the werewolf up so we can spend the talents. And, like, yeah, I could do it without, but, like, the dude will die. There we go. We should be fine now. Talents. Let's take a look at this. So, I wanted to get passive criticals and massive criticals. Boom, boom. Look at us. Alrighty, guys. So basically, at this point, we can kind of take a look. We got our talents spent, so this reset, we went ahead. We want passive criticals and we want massive criticals. Let's get it done. Cool. Grab this. Awesome. We'll just advance the level. Might as well. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Easy enough. Easy enough. Um, at this point, we can recruit some other people. So, like, let's actually optimize this a little bit. Cool. Awesome. Get the werewolf up to 10. Awesome, awesome. This game's, like, satisfying, I gotta say. Um, like, at least in the early game where, like, you can actually play around with the formations a bit more. Once you have all the... I only have standard dudes. I don't have any of the seasonal guys yet. Because I'm not gonna pay for them. But, like, with the standard dudes, once you hit a certain point in the game, it's kind of like you use the same formation because it's good, and it, like, the characters don't change between runs really all that much, so yeah, it's gonna remain good. One thing I want to do, since we reset and we're not gonna have access to the late game characters for a little bit, it's gonna make sense to send them out on the short term duration EP missions so they can get these before we put them in the formation. So, like, I want to send him. I generally use the Thunder King and Reginald. Let's use Reginald. Start mission. 100% chance, so cool. We'll do this one, and we'll get a couple of the female characters. So, like, Natalie Dragon we can throw in this would be a fantastic choice. Same with the Princess. They're in both of my formations that I use all the time, so that really makes sense to send them out on a short-term mission like that. We won't even be able to afford them in like an hour most likely. Well, we may be able to do that. It depends on if I'm playing actively or not, but either way, makes sense to go through and kind of get some of these missions set up just so, like, yeah, you can buff your characters before you need access to them. You know what I'm saying? Um, we'll do that. Hopefully they get it. They may not. Outside of those, I think that is all we probably should do at the moment. Yeah, we'll just do those for now. Good enough. Perfect. That is enough DPS probably to carry us all the way to like level 25. But yeah, so we got our talents all set up. So now, or well, I thought I did. Oh, I forgot to hit confirm levels. I'm a dummy. There we go. Now we got some DPS scaling off of our critical click strike, chance or modifier or whatever. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. There we go. Optimize that formation. Yeah, yeah. 200k on level 8. Oh, this game is fun. This is why passive clicker games are super enjoyable. Let's go ahead and get the hermit. Throw this dude up here for the time being. But anyway, once we get the detective, that'll be good. It's the first Crusader you get access to that scales your gold generation, but that's basically what I'm going to do, or what I do on reset. I spend my talents, I get, or well, I click long enough to get one Crusader that generates enough DPS to like be able to run the level for a bit, to like run it just on my DPS so I don't have to click anymore. Then I spend my talents, then I go in, and I maybe take a look at upgrading some dudes. I look at doing missions for the more expensive Crusaders because it takes a little bit of time to unlock them. you know, right out the gate. So I do that. At this point, I do actually have enough rubies. I could buy another runic chest. So I could take a look at doing that. Um, and I probably will, but I'll probably do that or in another episode. I kind of want to make a separate video about the runes and that aspect of the game. But guys, if you enjoyed the episode, be sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video and let me know in the comment section as always. That way you get notified every time I upload more Crusaders of the Lost Idols to YouTube. With that being said, I do plan on expanding the series the next time we reset, of course, and then also I plan on making an episode probably between then about runes. Basically, the way I get runes is I go into the shop when I have more than 300 rubies, and I buy one of these runic chests for 300 rubies. It resets every 5, I think it's weekly this resets, so you can buy 2 a week. I haven't gotten to the point where I make enough rubies to afford more than 1. Like, that's always at 2 for me, basically, when I go into purchase, so... But you get at least 1 blue and 2 greens out of each one of those, so it's pretty good for stacking runes. I believe you can also unlock them off of missions if you want to use your rubies for something else. But yeah, anyway, then you go into the runes menu. But we'll go into the runes menu in another episode and show you how to set that up so you can make the most of your runes. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you do. I don't know. I don't know. It's all good. But there we go. Cool. We'll take out this boss just to wrap up the video. And yeah. But guys, this has been Lone Debater 7 playing some Crusaders of the Lost Idols. If you enjoyed it, like the episode. And until next time, we will see ya.